Welcome, everybody. I'm joined by Greg, and we have a special treat for everybody today. We are going to open one of every Star Wars CCG pack. By we, I mean Greg, and I'm going to observe and commentate and put pressure on him when he can't open the pack. It's May 4th. Happy May 4th, everyone. May the 4th be with you. All that jazz. This is a fun thing. Greg, how do you feel going into this? One of each pack.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm tempering my excitement because I know how this can go. But this is something I've been wanting to do for a while and been looking forward to it. So I think it's just, going to be a super fun. I haven't opened, I've opened some packs in the last couple of years, but it's been, some premieres, some Jabba's Palace, some Cloud City. And so for a while, I've just really wanted to just rip open one of every pack.
I'm just happy to spectate and to like, what's the best rare? I think this is like color commentary. So
I think every pack opening needs a good peanut gallery. So
yeah. So we got our packs laid out here. We're opening 2 premiere, 1 white border, 1 black border, and then 1 of everything else. So any final thoughts before going into it?
No, if people watching want to, make some guesses, start doing some betting, pause the video, fill out your brackets.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you like the stuff, we love doing this stuff. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, blah, blah, blah. But let's get started.
That's right. No market talk today.
Okay. No market talk. This is just pack ripping fun.
Other than potentially, if we get anything good, potentially commenting on how valuable it might be.
I'm going to guess the rare here. This is going to be all... I've got that dark side Jedi card where you get to pull 2 Destiny I have you now. That's my guess.
Dark side. All right. Card. I'm just hoping for not a seeker. That's the
yeah.
All right. So starting with Premier Limited, let's do this. I will do my best to open these reasonably quickly and carefully. I know people really like these packs to remain in good working order, but I don't know if I have the patience. So apologies to everyone who's like pained at what's happening. Okay, so the rare in this one is the 5th card. So we've got a light side.
So I'm already wrong.
Well, yeah, no Vader.
Warrior's Courage is my guess now.
We got a little General Dodonna, Sun's Down, Combined Attack. After like so many premiere packs, it's hard to get excited about the commons and uncommons.
No, I agree. It's like sorting ball. Good, barrier.
Okay, so here we go. Gift of the Mentor.
It looks like a good card overall.
Yeah, I mean it's a useful card. I mean, I actually very much like these cards that add Battle Destiny when you have these characters together. I remember like in the decks when I was younger that I had, like I really crammed the decks with all of these in the hope that something like that would work out.
Well, it felt like it's like the best trick if you're a newbie, right? It's like I read this card and these 2 characters are together, I'm going to spring 2 Battle Destiny on them, right?
Unlimited. Although I have a Prophet deck that I still play these days, and I do have a lot of those. If Leia and Han, if Leia and Chewie, if Luke and Leia, Skywalker, all those, they're still fun in that deck. Because that deck is built around beatdowns.
Yeah, overflow damage is basically the way you win the game. One bad battle and it's pretty much game over.
I didn't actually check on this, but I don't know if the rare and the white border pack is in the same location as the black border packs.
So knowing Decipher, probably not, but we'll see.
I'm going to do it the same way. If we're right, it's a black border, but we'll find out.
Man, these cards, it's like sorting a box of. All right.
We're getting close.
What do we got? A lot of sights.
It looks like we've got an effect here. Oh wait, reactor terminal. General Taj. This is this is par for the course with I can't even tell you how many General Tajas I've pulled from Premier packs.
Random trivia fact, but his signature is one of the hardest to get because I think he doesn't sign. Like I think he's not alive anymore, so I think it's like one of those like signatures that's like rather hard to get in the little collector's
Oh
world.
yeah.
It's kind of this obscure character, whereas like others, C-3PO, the actor's alive, you can send him $200 to sign a card. Like some of the more obscure guys.
So what you're telling me is there's no hope for me on the
No, there's
General
no
Pass
chance of getting that card
signature.
signed.
So A New Hope is also the 5th.
Okay, Dark Side. Let's hope for Death Star. I guess would probably be the best.
Yeah,
Pull here.
Greedo's a good one too.
Yeah, Greedo. I've always loved that eject card. It's just a great.
I remember with these packs also like getting those the squadrons was I thought they were rare for a while because they were so hard to get.
Okay, we're almost there. All these musicians.
And oh, look at that. Nice call, Matt.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm 1 for 3 right now. Statistically, this is not.
Here's what I need you to do then. I need you to save that mojo for the episode 1 and reflections packs.
Okay, I'm gonna start making bad calls.
Get me an AI, yeah. Get me an AI or an ultra rare for those.
Okay, Death Star is probably. I would think maybe it's the best pull you could get. Maybe
yeah, no. I mean, I think you mean monetarily or just being like excited about the
a bit of both, right?
Yeah, I feel like I get really excited with like a Wedge or a Greedo or a Death Star or a Corellia, given how much that goes for light side Corellia.
Why is light side Corellia so expensive? Is it like used in the V format?
I don't know. Is it just watch your step?
It could just be watch your step because I guess you have to start it right or something.
Yeah, I don't play watch your step, so but got to get those Kessel runs down, you know.
All right, this is going to be a death mark.
Okay, yeah, good. So Hoth is the 11th. What is that? So I think it's this guy right here. Let's get rid of this.
I forgot they came with the little rules inserts.
Yeah, these little inserts. I've got a bunch of these now somehow. I don't even remember opening up the
more rules. I make the game more complicated.
Yeah.
All right. It can wait. Some random droid, rogue gunner,
infantry mine, a little backpack. There actually are some decent, uncommons to get in Hoth.
Yeah, the AT-AT rifle is good. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
AT-AT cannon, right? That's probably the best uncommon you could pull.
Yeah, that's a great pull. And look at that.
Okay, that might be one of the best packs of Hoth. Like, as far as uncommons and
what a pack. That is fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, we're off to a good start here.
This is a great start. Let's get this in the sleeve. Yeah, I was already happy enough with the cannon that I was like I was ready to consign myself to like the back to tank or whatever was gonna. But this is certainly a great pull. Great
and very that's kind of pull if you have like as a kid you're like wow like this is so thematic, right? Veers and like a weapon for him to use on his Blizzard Walker.
I know. Do I have another Hoth pack around here to pull the
yeah, Blizzard 2.
Yeah. All right, moving on to Dagobah. All right, well, so this is good start.
So just a note for the audience, though, the first 3 sets we opened had R1s and R2s. Starting with Dagobah, they did not. So it's a 180 card set. There's no rare 1, rare 2s. It's just rares. Light side only has 2 characters, which are Yoda instead of Skywalker. So, I'm going to guess you're going to pull like a Bosk or like. Did you
go? Well, hold on. Let me. Dagobah is the last card. Okay. We almost spoiled it. Maybe did. Another insert. Did you go looking up statistics before we started recording so you'd have some nice tidbits? Or
well, trying to be useful here, Greg. Trying to be useful, man.
What did we bring you in for? If it was
180 cards, I think there's 60 rares.
This is good. This takes a lot of pressure off me. I just can sit and
well, there's only 12 sets to learn about, so you can. It's like your brain becomes full once. Jedi Test 1.
Yeah.
Is that the insert card? Yeah, never tell me the no. I can't remember if that's the insert card. Yeah.
This is
possibly the worst card ever created in the game.
Yes, and one of like, I will defend defensive shields until my dying day, and like especially for reason, for cards like this.
Yeah, horrible card.
And report to Lord Vader.
That's one of those ones I didn't even know it was a rare. Like it could be in my common box, right?
The Dagobah and Cloud City too, like they have a lot of these like effect and interrupt rares that like I always forget what's rare and what's not rare.
Yeah, like Smokescreen. Actually, Smokescreen is one of the better ones from Cloud City, but I'm like, is this a rare? Sometimes
I mean, it's certainly like Smokescreen, like Punch It. Those are very. I mean, Cloud City generally, by the way, just has a lot of useful interrupts.
Yeah, I never really understand. I mean, I guess it's print run stuff, but Cloud City being so cheap for a set, like a complete set's like $80, and it having arguably 3 to 4 main characters with like Boba Fett, Leia, Han. It's like, it's not as rough as some of the other ones. Like I think it's a cooler set than Dagobah.
Yeah, Dagobah was, I think, when I was young, the biggest disappointment to me of all that.
Yeah, you can pull,
I split a box with a friend of mine, and we were just like, we were so psyched. I got the Yoda, I got a Son of Skywalker, and then just started playing it, and Cloud City both naturally and I think with cards that have been virtualized just has quite a lot of useful deck building cards.
I mean, those are great. Imperial Decree is great. Shocking information or revelations great.
And then I think is this our last card? This is the rare. We've got ourselves a red card, a Protector.
Okay, that's one of those ones I also would have forgotten as a rare.
Yeah. So this is, if Leia and Chewie are in a battle. So this is, one I use in my Prophet deck.
Yeah, they're nice. So like Destiny 4 or 5. There's a bunch.
Yeah, Destiny 4. Add 2 Battle Destiny. Also, you can lose either Chewie or Leia from hand instead of if one of them is on the table and about to be lost. Right, you can sacrifice the other one in your hand instead.
That's like I actually
and it's actually satisfying all battle damage and attrition. So if you've been like seriously overflowed, this can be quite useful.
Yeah.
All right, Jabba's Palace. Let's see what random alien we pull in this pack.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be the Rancor Keeper, like whatever they name that guy, Rancor Keeper guy.
Again, apologies to everyone who collects these and is hoping to reach out to me afterwards for pristine wrappers.
The coloring looks funny on that one. Maybe it's just my eyes, but
is it like a richer blue, you think?
Yeah, maybe.
I think it might just be the camera or something. I think from my end, it looks pretty normal. Nunchal Pass, underrated card. I still play my kind of scum deck, which most people don't, but I still use it in there.
That random, I figured to get one of those long leg guys in here, one of the monks, whatever they're called.
Audience chamber, entrance cavern, and thermal detonator.
Did not know that was a rare.
Well, it is. This is one I've never actually used in any deck.
Some of the cards where I'm like, was this play tested? Did anyone think that this was going to be viable to put that in the bounty hunter and suicide them down? I think that's what it does. Like blows up. Special edition. I mean, the second half. If you're just tuning in now, which you should go back and watch the first bit, but this is the good stuff.
Yeah, now we're getting into the. I mean, I am very happy about that Veers and Adak Cannon and the Death Star, because otherwise those first 6 packs can be quite because now with the later sets, now even like the commons and uncommons, especially once you get into episode 1,
Yeah, so we're in a special edition here, 324 cards. I think of special edition as a soft reset of the game. They introduce a lot of new mechanics, clean some stuff up.
Yeah, introduction of the objective cards.
Yeah, I think the best pull here is going to be the Darth Vader, but there's also an Obi-Wan, which is, always a good pull. But there's also a bunch of like interesting tech cards in here. Could get an objective. Yeah. I'm going to say you're going to get an objective. That's actually, I guess I probably would have known that because the card would have been double-sided.
Yeah. And I think I might have just showed what the card was by accident, but.
All right, what do we got here?
Yeah, it's Jabba's Influence.
Okay. Is that the one?
Yeah. Deploy one of your gangster bounty hunters and use a bunch of force, and opponent must use 5 force so that character returns to opponent's hand.
Yeah, it feels just like a little too situational to and especially only Destiny 3. Was it Destiny like 5 or something? Like what's the one? Jabba's Twerps? I use that one, I think, in decks. Where you can like deploy 3 non-unique aliens with Jabba or something.
Was Jabba's Influence virtualized?
It might be.
Okay.
All right, on to Endor.
All right, on to Endor, which is like one of these sets with it's such an expensive set, and there's really not that much you're really looking forward to when you're opening it.
Yeah, probably the best pulls, 180 cards. Your best pulls probably Daughter of Skywalker, Rebel landing sites, maybe number 2. But obviously foil, but the foil pull rate's like super rough in these.
No, it's terrible because even if you pull a foil, the odds are you're getting one of the.
I think the foil also takes the place of the rare in the pack. So
yes, it does. So you might end up getting a foil. You wish you had gotten the rare.
Yeah, you can get the whatever landing site. But there's some really good cards in Endor, like commons, uncommons, insurrection. Oh, there it is.
Oh, did I do that wrong?
Yeah, it's okay.
I did do that wrong. I looked incorrectly. All right. Well, so our rare is a Tempest Scout 3, and then we got these guys.
Yeah, I feel like Endor shouldn't be $30 to $40 a pack. It should be like $10 to $15. It feels just like maybe people think it's expensive because it should be, but there's so many $2 rares, and I think there's 80 rares of 180 cards, so it can be really rough to pull.
Yeah. There's maybe
All right, you're gonna pull Independence, big Mon Calamari starship.
I saw someone opening up a whole box of Death Star 2 packs recently, and I don't think they didn't know much about the game, and they just kept going like no red, like they didn't want any of the red cards. And I'm like, you pull a command or a leadership, you should be very psyched about getting a red card in
yeah.
these packs.
Yeah, Death Star 2 has maybe like 10 cards that would be okay to pull, like Home One, Executor, Lord Vader, obviously Emperor Luke.
Yeah, I mean
Rebel leadership.
Even like Luke's lightsaber.
Yeah.
Death Star 2. I don't know if you said that one.
Yeah, those are all like, over $10 pulls.
Yeah.
Lord Vader's the real big one. I feel like there's not enough of that card around. Like I only have like 2, and they're both in a deck, and I just refuse to buy more cards.
So our rare should be Darkseid, which we've got some odds. We've got some odds there.
Oh, never mind. There he is.
Never mind. That's hilarious. Okay, well, apologies. This is actually Baron Sinterfell's a good card.
Yeah, no, he's good in Saber 1. So I mean, he's like a $10 to $15 rare.
Yeah, so. I would have been pretty happy with that pull if it had come last. Let's look through the rest of the pack. I wonder how that happened.
It's okay. I open a lot of packs on camera, and I can say I screwed up most of the time. So,
TIE Interceptor. Okay, Baron Sinterfell. Yeah, he's pretty good. Maybe certainly not the best. But I will take a Baron over. What's the light side effect? Like Twilight is upon me, or one of those. That's a rare.
Yeah, there's some really bad rares, but Baron's solid. All right, on to Tatooine. All right.
Yeah, we're now getting to the end. So we've got the 3 episode 1 packs and the 3 reflections packs.
Okay.
Cross your fingers for something fun.
I actually love opening Tatooine because minus the red cards, it's like it's only 90 cards in the set, right? So 30 cards for a rare. So your chances of actually pulling something decent is pretty high. There's a Maul. Yes, there's a Maul. There's a Qui-Gon. There's an Obi-Wan.
Yeah, between the mains and the AI, their AI versions, there's quite a lot here.
Yeah.
I
think that one's in the middle.
Yeah, it's in the middle. So we've got a light side.
Okay.
This is interesting. They do just look at that. This one's like scratched up here. They pack all the dark side together and then the light side together for some reason. Oh, look at that. This is always a fun uncommon to get. Not only a cool card, but the virtualized Maul.
Yeah.
Darth Maul.
I thought that was a rare for the longest time. I had that set aside. I'm like, I have like 16 of these. Pod Racing Fun, Pit Droid. Okay, we're coming up.
All right, we're getting close. It's so hard to like keep it. It's a 3PO with his part showing.
I think I said that. I called that. He's a great card, by the way.
3PO is clutch in most decks. Yeah.
Like that is just like a useful card. Not the AI there, but that you can't have enough of that card around.
No, and for a while, like I was, if you've got a couple of these in a couple different decks, you can be, you open up a pack and you might not be as expensive as your Qui-Gon Jinn or whatever, but he's certainly a far more utility card to have.
Yeah. On to Coruscant, my favorite set. So Coruscant, 180 cards. I believe there's 60 rares, 60 uncommons, 60 commons, and then there's 9 AIs. So you should note all the episode 1 sets have AIs. It's a 1 in 4, except for Thief Palace, it's 1 in 3, which is so random. But I loved opening Coruscant. It corresponded with me getting my first summer job, which I was paid under the table for. Don't report me to the IRS now. But I had money to buy Coruscant boxes, so I bought like maybe 2 or 3 as a kid. So it always feels like kind of the most nostalgic to me.
So our rare is a light side.
Okay, I'm gonna just say it's an all rings report in.
All right, I'll take that. I would certainly. Yeah. I mean, there's actually quite a lot in Coruscant to be happy about, right?
Yeah, I actually think Coruscant, your value per pack is pretty high because you can also get the really good uncommon. There's like 3 or 4 good.
Yeah, you can get a laser cannon battery. You can get a battle droid blaster rifle. You can get the Kiadi.
That might be the most broken card, is the battle droid blaster rifle. It is Destiny 6, just unnecessarily.
And again, some of these like uncommon, like it's sometimes I'm like radically short on like a mindful of the future, just for like.
Nice rules card to fill up the deck.
Our last card, we've got. I was really hopeful for that all wings report in.
You saw the red and you got excited.
I saw the red. Okay, vote now is certainly you can't sugarcoat that one. That's just a disappointment.
Yeah, that might be, besides the Light of the Republic, that might be. All right, this is gonna be a General Jar Jar.
Cross our fingers at Theed Palace.
So this is a smaller set, 120 cards. Last set, actually, I think the last to be released. I think it was released technically after Reflections 3, but the AI pull rate's 1 in 3 just due to some printing issues. So we got a dark side. So
we got a dark side. Yeah, I mean, this is the interesting thing about Coruscant and Theed is that whereas in Coruscant the AI is 1 for every 4, in Theed it's 1 for every 3. Which makes them both easier to get. And interestingly, then that means the non-AI rares, or the sort of the non-AI version of the card is actually more rare relative to the AI, right, than in Coruscant.
Yeah.
Which is my pet hypothesis, by the way, for why the Theed mains sell for as much as they do compared to what you would think they would. Like relative to their AIs, they're actually very close.
Theed's good. I mean, you could also get a Maul with Saber. There's uncommons and commons here. We still got a Grand Army. That's actually a pretty good droid there.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Some random guys that never had a career after the movie. And
we got a Wisa.
That's just a really great card. It's like a common.
And a Newt
Gunroy. Fun for your playing Invasion,
I do play Invasion, so now I can have myself a minty pack fresh.
It's just what you need for your invasion deck, isn't it?
Although I think I've got the AI in the deck. We'll sleeve the Wisa as well. Okay,
Yeah.
balanced against the Wisa, we've got. Let me.
We got the fun stuff come up here with we got
All
3
right.
reflections packs. So the rule with reflections and Decipher is whenever they needed some money, they printed reflections. So that's across all their games because it was a way of offloading a bunch of product that they had sitting in a warehouse, right? And then throwing some foils, and you got yourself a new product. So this is going to be all. I think this is up to what, Jabba's Palace. I don't think there's special edition in here. No, there is special edition.
I can't remember. I know there's Jabba's Palace. There's White Border. Hold on. Whereas if this is accurate, then this is the foil. But I've gotten a lot of conflicting information about where these rares are in Ref 1 or where the foils are.
So we're starting out with our White Border Hoth.
So we got a little White Border Hoth. Which is
that's a rare, right?
What's that?
Isn't Wampa Cave a rare? I think.
Oh yeah, that is a rare. We've got ourselves a White Border Hoth rare here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually that's not a bad pull. Maybe a couple bucks there.
Yeah. Let's drop that. Continue on. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Special editions. Oh. Look at that.
Lobot.
We got ourselves a Lobot. So this does not track what I've been told at all for where the rare should be. Maybe it's resealed. Maybe I've been scammed. Hold on, I'll put that down. We'll continue going through it. Tabana gas miner ability, CC4. We got some Jabba's Palace. This is a rare, isn't it?
I think so. That's one of those ones that I never do.
I think that might be.
And then you get.
Oh, look at that. We got ourselves a little Dagobah rare as well. Bosk, a jungle, an asteroid cave, and a We're Doomed. Yeah, that was an interesting.
Oops. We're doomed as 1v many games.
Sorry about that. How we doing? Is this back?
No, that's good. Okay. We'll finish strong here.
Okay.
If people have made it 27 minutes into the video, then they're gonna stick around for the last 4 minutes of the finale.
All right. Well, we've got our Lobot. We've got a couple, 2 Dagobah or a Dagobah rare. A Jabba's Palace rare. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure this is in fact a rare.
It's always confusing because it's like that's the rare, but like Punta Baba's rifle isn't. Like it's sometimes hard to track. All right, this is the good stuff. You're gonna pull a Thrawn, right? And we're gonna say it's so Reflections 2. They added in 54 premium cards as well as 105 foils, 100 of which you could pull. The others were box and case toppers. So some really good pulls in here. There's 4 ultra rare foils. It looks like you might have a blank card in there. Maybe I missaw. We'll
see. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This should be the foil. And then 1, 2, 3, and then these 2. Oh, we've already spoiled one of the the premium cards.
That's one of my favorite premium cards. I never actually owned it as a kid, so I was always like, "It's such a cool shot."
Okay, so if I did that right, and if the interwebs haven't been astray, then I've got this order correct. So we've got our White Borders, our Jabba's Palace. Oh, look at that. A little Jabba's Palace rare here, a sail barge. Moving along, Cloud City Trooper. We've got our Japanese card here.
I don't think that's a rare. I think that's what, Ice Storm, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's right. I was like, is this the Meteor Impact?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is you could have pulled that, I saw a guy pull a Japanese Vader out of one of these ones. I don't know.
I watched that. I watched that pack opening. Yeah. We've got a little White Border rare. We've got a Jabba's Prize for our first. We've got a Sun's Down, and our foil is the Japanese Snowspeeder, right?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Yeah.
Could be worse.
Could it?
Um, it's not the foil you were hoping for with Light Side.
Yeah, this is not the foil you were hoping for, is the good way to put that.
But we can make up for it with Reflections 3 here.
Yeah.
I mean, Reflections 3, I'll talk about it a bit. This is probably my favorite set. It is stupidly broken. It is a bunch of really power creeped cards, but there's 100 foils in it. A complete foil set is like $2,000 to $3,000, so very expensive for a complete set. There's also premiums in it. Is there also 100 premiums? Yeah, 100 premiums, and you're going to get 3 of them in here, I believe. It could be 2 or 3.
You get 3 premiums from Ref 3, and then the 1 foil.
So this is the granddaddy of them all.
This is the granddaddy of them all.
Pack plus.
So let's see. The 3, yeah, it's a little bent. The 3 premiums should be these 3, and the foil should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? So we've got a light side foil. Side foil. So no maul, no P59.
Could be a 3PO though. Get the second 3PO.
Okay.
So this is the big daddy. I feel like I should do a drum roll here.
Yeah, right.
Rancor Pit, great picture.
Curly and Tour, Sabak. Do you ever actually play this in a game?
It's so lame, in my opinion. It's like your opponent is playing. Like if their opponent is playing it, they're playing it because they stack the Destiny. Right? All right. Oh, that's a rare.
That's a New Hope rare. That's right.
Yeah. I've never actually used that card ever, but
we should be getting close to the premiums now. Look at that. Not bad.
Is it a premium?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a shield next, maybe?
Weapon of the Sith. A blow parried. Useful if you need to cancel Clash of Sabers.
Yeah.
And our rare is Rebel Leadership foil.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably top quarter of the foils you could have pulled.
I think that's right. It is it's not an ultra rare, but Rebel Leadership foil certainly goes for quite a bit, and these are always fun cards.
Yeah, I think that's probably $30 to $50 card. I give these ranges because this is a dead CCG, guys. You never really know. Like it's but probably in the $30 to $50 range. Yoda's probably a $10 card. So I mean your value on that pack is probably like 60-ish bucks maybe. So it's not a terrible.
Yeah. So let's lay out some of these pulls here. We see our bounty at the end here.
Yeah. So I'm curious, how do you feel having done this, Greg, as you lay out your polls?
I am happy I did this.
And you're like, I won't do it again for.
I won't do it again. It's certainly not a great value proposition, but it is certainly very fun to open up these packs. I definitely
thanks for sharing this with us. I know it's also fun sometimes just to open it in the solitude of your own house, like not have to like sit here and listen to me prattle on. So, I mean, the Veers, the Death Star, I think Rebel Leadership foil is pretty darn good. 3PO, Baron. I mean, it'd almost be fun to build some decks now. That'd be such a chaotic draft. Look at this like slow-mo.
Yeah, this is why draft tournaments don't use one of every pack.
You'd have some really clunky decks.
But yeah, we've got the Death Star, the AT-AT cannon, the Veers, the 3PO, our Baron, the Wisa was a fun little extra pull. The Yoda, the Rebel Leadership. We didn't end up with all duds. I will say that. Yeah.
Rebel Leadership is that's a great pull. That's just a useful card to have.
Gift of the Mentors and Thermal Detonators and Protectors we can go without, but
yeah, could have been worse though. So any kind of final thoughts here as we wrap up?
No, other than, I wish it was easier to open up more packs in this game because it is such a fun thing to do, right? Gone are the days of a few years ago even where I remember like Tatooine boxes were like $100, and
Yeah.
it was just so easy to get sealed, and I very much regret back in the day just not buying a bunch of boxes and ripping them all open.
Well, I always hope of like storage units filled with Coruscant or something. I think at this point, a lot of it's been shaken out because COVID had everyone cleaning out their storage units, sort of thing. But
Uh-huh.
you never know.
I
Uh,
very much do appreciate the people who are just like willing to blow that $1,000 or $1,500 on or more, on like one of the really expensive boxes and just tear through the whole thing.
yeah, I used to be one of those people, but now I have a kid, and I'm like, college fund or
Yeah.
box of Death Star 2?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can send my child to daycare, or I could open up a bunch of packs hoping I get that ultra rare foil.
Yeah. Well, Greg, thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for doing this. I
Yeah,
think
thanks for doing this with me. Thanks for the commentary. So the folks watching didn't have to just deal with my reactions alone.
Yeah, and by the way, Greg has an eBay store. If you guys want to, buy stuff off of it, you can go do that. Helps
There's
fund.
nothing there's nothing on there right now, but
Eventually there'll be stuff, but it helps fund stuff like this. So, thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch everybody next time.
all right, thanks, Matt.